Now it's important to know that the brake pad linings may contain asbestos. Use a mask while servicing the brakes. Don't blow the brake dust out with a compressor. Here's some more safety notes. If in doubt, refer to your car's manual and it will tell you just how much and what types of fluids are needed. Now here are the tools that we need. We need a jack and a jack stand, a lug wrench, needle nose pliers, screwdrivers, both flat tip and cross tip, needle nose pliers, and a socket wrench with sockets. Here are some specialty tools that you may want to get: caliper spreaders, brake spring pliers, a brake adjusting tool, a brake bleeder hose, and an approved brake cleaner. Now if you're going to be doing your brakes on a regular basis, we recommend that you buy these tools. First of all, be sure to set the emergency brake. You need to begin by removing the tire. This is the brake caliper. To remove the caliper, we have two bolts to remove, one at the bottom and one at the top. Use your 12mm socket wrench to loosen them and then turn them out by hand. On some cars the bolts are different lengths, but not on others. Be sure to set the bolts aside so that you know which bolt goes on the top and which bolt goes on the bottom. Pivot the caliper up and set it on top of the brake rotor, being careful not to twist or kink the brake line, which is right there. Now just pull the brake pads out and slip the new brake pads in. Now take the old brake pads and set them in the top of the caliper. Now we're just going to use these for leverage. Insert your caliper spreaders between the old brake pads and just put a small amount of pressure on them. Turn your caliper back over and take your brake bleeder hose and put it over the bleeder hole. Make sure you put your oil drain pan under the end of the hose to catch the brake fluid, and be sure to dispose of the fluid properly. Open the bleeder valve about a quarter of a turn. Expand the caliper spreader slowly until you meet resistance. Don't force the calipers open anymore. Tighten the brake bleeder valve and take the hose off. Now go ahead and flip the caliper back over and take the old brake pads and the caliper spreader out. Now we're ready to put the caliper back on. Flip it back into its original position over the brake rotor. Take your two bolts and start them both in by hand, then use your 12mm socket to make them snug. Now you're ready to put your tire back on.